Hey, English enthusiasts! Welcome back to 3 English, the channel that focuses primarily on 3 crucial elements of the English language: idioms, slang, and phrasal verbs. Today, we have a lot to learn as we explore some interesting slang terms related to anger, sadness, moodiness. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. Our first one is ticked off. Ticked off is a slang term that means annoyed or irritated. It suggests a mild to moderate level of anger. For example, you might say, "I'm a bit ticked off because I missed the bus," or "That rude customer really ticked me off."
My heart. I should be royally ticked off at you,
It's not the coffee. I am just so ticked off.
You can tell she's real ticked off.
I don't think he ticked off anyone enough that they'd want to see him dead.
Moving on to snippy. Snippy is a term used to describe someone short-tempered or irritable in their speech or behavior. It's related to being in a bad mood because the person may respond sharply or rudely to others. You might use snippy to describe how your coworker acts when they snap at you for asking a simple question. You could say, "I don't know what's wrong with Sarah today, but she's been snippy with everyone."
Wow, still snippy.
You know what? You don't have to be so snippy.
Excuse me, but you don't have to get snippy about it.
Go ahead and get snippy, baby.
Our third one is pissed off. It is a slang term for being extremely angry or frustrated. It's a much stronger term than ticked off and can be considered vulgar depending on the situation. Think of it as someone being beyond annoyed. They're boiling mad. For example, you might say, "I was so pissed off when my computer crashed and I lost all my work."
For the record, I am so pissed off for you right now.
Still pissed off about it.
I'm a mean guy and I'm pissed off.
Jimmy was so pissed off he didn't even say goodbye.
Next up, miffed. Miffed describes someone who feels mildly annoyed or hurt, often because of something someone said or did. For instance, if someone didn't invite you to a party, you might express it by saying, "I felt a bit miffed about not being invited."
Lost.
Okay, I get that you're miffed.
Miffed? Nah, I'm done waiting for a decision. I'll make it easy.
If you really want to know, I'm a tad miffed. Well, that explains why she was so miffed about my invitation.
Our fifth one, grumpy. Grumpy is a term used to describe someone who is in a bad mood, often characterized by being easily annoyed or irritable. It's related to feeling discontented or dissatisfied. You might find yourself saying, "Ugh, I woke up grumpy today because I barely slept last night."
I'm sorry if I was a little grumpy when I first came to the farm.
Why are you so grumpy?
Does everyone get grumpy when they become a grandpa?
He's always so grumpy. I don't blame the others.
Grouchy is very similar to grumpy and can be used interchangeably in many situations. It describes someone who is consistently bad-tempered, irritable, and easily annoyed.
I'm grouchy.
Somebody's grouchy.
I'm not being grouchy.
You know how famously grouchy the French can be, dear brother.
Next up, moody. Moody describes someone whose emotions change quickly and often. They might be happy one minute and grumpy the next, for no apparent reason. It's like the weather, sunny one moment, then suddenly cloudy and stormy. Example, you might use moody to describe your sibling who switches between being cheerful and sullen throughout the day.
But as soon as I started eating healthier, I noticed I wasn't so moody.
He's moody and possessive. He's so quiet now. So moody.
Oh, come on, stop being so moody.
Cranky is a term used to describe feeling irritable, easily annoyed, or in a bad mood. It's often related to being in a state of frustration or agitation. You might use cranky when describing how you feel after a long day at work, dealing with demanding clients and tight deadlines.
Is it because we have a test tomorrow? Sometimes I get cranky when I know I have a big test to study for.
So cranky.
Isn't she a cranky old maid?
Crabby. Crabby is a slang term used to describe someone who is irritable, grouchy, or easily annoyed. If you're having a bad day because you didn't sleep well last night, and now everything seems to be irritating you, your friend tries to make a joke, but instead of laughing, you respond sharply, "Can you please stop? I'm feeling really crabby today." Thus, this term is often used to describe someone's mood when they are easily provoked or bothered by small things.
And you're sorry for being so crabby.
Crabby? I'm not crabby.
No, I'm crabby. I'm crabby and useless.
Well, that's why you were so crabby last night.
The last word is bummed. Bummed is a term used to describe feeling disappointed, sad about something. It's often related to being in a bad mood because of a negative experience or outcome. Let's say you were excited about going to a concert with your friends, but then you found out it was canceled last minute. You might say, "I'm so bummed about the concert being canceled. I was looking forward to it."
He doesn't even look all that bummed out, really.
Listen, I feel so bummed out doing this.
That's amazing! Why do you look so bummed?
That's all for today's episode. We've explored several slang terms you can use instead of angry. You'll not only develop your English vocabulary, but also gain a deeper understanding of how native speakers talk. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Until next time, take care.